let's see pattern in transformation feature. The pattern allows us to make a duplicate of the existing component in rectangular pattern or circular, or it can be user defined. Let's see one by one. First, let's see what is a rectangle pattern. Select just pull down the pattern menu. So we have 3 items inside. One is rectangle pattern, circular pattern, and user defined. Let's pick rectangle pattern. We get the pattern definition. So we have first direction and second direction, and in the parameter we have multiple parameters. Let's see one as an example. The rest all you can explore. First, let's go with instance and length. What it means? I want to create 2 instances of this or more. I'll make 4 instances with the distance of 20 mm, and on which direction we want it. The reference direction, let's pick on the Y direction. I want to make it, the distance is very small, let's make it bigger. So still it is not sufficient. So now we can see on this Y direction it made the pattern, and the second direction, and we can specify on which direction we want it. Let's pick reference direction is X, and what is the spacing? We have to increase the number of instances. Let's make 3. The 3 includes the origin of the component as well as preview. So this example is not appropriate. Let's take a pad with the holes. Let's create a new document, file, mechanical design, part design. Let it be. I want to make a holes on the plate. I have a rectangle plate wherein which we want to create a pattern of hole, and click OK. So this is my base plate. In this I want to make a hole. Let's use hole option. Select the face where we want to create the hole and let it be 10 mm. Let's see how to make a pattern of hole in this plate. Let's select the rectangle pattern. In this case, we want to pattern just the hole feature, and object to be pattern is the hole. And the first direction we have used instance and spacing. Let's change it to instance and length. So this is the length from the each instance. Now the direction of first one is, we'll go with Y direction, and number of instance will make it 4. Preview, the distance is too small, let's make it 50. And we want to make the second direction as well as, in this case we'll use X direction as our, let me use the mouse, right click, X direction. The result, the direction should be other side. This will go out of the feature. Just change the direction, or we can use the reverse button and increase the instance. So this is all about pattern, but in this case I don't want all the instance should be active. I don't want few of the hole in the middle of the pattern. Let's see whether the system allows us to do such kind of things. So let me rotate, and here we can see the dots. These are the specifications When we click on these dots, the system will uncheck or it will deactivate the particular hole. So that will not be resulted and we'll have empty space. Let's select the inside 4 holes. Let's see the result. So this is all about a rectangle pattern in transformation feature. Transformation feature. Now let's see circular pattern. How to make circular pattern. Here we have a circular disc and we have a hole in it, and we want to make the hole should be in the circular format. Select the circular pattern and we have the pattern definition. First let's choose which element to be patterned, not the current solid. We have to pattern the hole. Select the hole, and which is the reference direction. We want to rotate this feature along the z-axis. Select the z and we'll go with instance and angular spacing, and how many instances we want we can define, and what is the angular spacing we want it we can control. Either we can derive from the complete 360 to what we want it. Let's keep this pattern, and if we want to make another round of this, so we can make circular spacing. How much the circular spacing? Let's see where the 20 comes. So we can keep as much as we want it. This is the second direction of the whole pattern. This is all about circular pattern. We can play with the angle and spacing and we can get the desired output. Same as rectangle pattern, if we want to deactivate any of the holes, still the system allows us to disable any selected feature can be disabled. Let me use the mouse to pick the. So now these 3 elements will be, these 2 will be deactivated and we'll get the result without those 2 holes. I hope this session clears you how to use the circular pattern. Now let's see user pattern. The user pattern allows us to create the instance the way we want it. It means we can define the location of the pattern where we want it. Let's have an example. Let's just keep this circle and we'll create a random points, not in the rectangle pattern or circular pattern. I want a random location. Let's create a point. Select the point. Let's go with the point on surface. So let's click. So this is one point is created, and let's go with some more points and we'll create last point. So these are the points available. I want to create this hole should be patterned on the points whichever is available, and for this requirement user pattern helps us. Now let's select the user pattern command. Select the user pattern. First select the object to be patterned. In this case hole has to be patterned, and select the hole, and what is the position we want it. In this case we want to pattern the hole as per the points which we have created. Select the points, add the point 1, 2, 3, 2 is missed, 4, and we could see that the hole is patterned according to the selected points. These points could be a axis system, line or points. The system will accept all those inputs. Let's click OK. This is all about pattern in transformation feature. I hope this session clears you how to use rectangular pattern, circular pattern and user pattern. Thank you. Now let's see what is scale and affinity in transformation feature. Let's see one by one. So here we have a cuboid. So select the scale option and it's asking reference from where the component has to be scaled down or scaled up. So I want this cuboid should be scaled up from the center of the cuboid. So we can choose the origin. So from the center, either we can scale up or scale down. Now it is 1:1. So if you want to increase, we can go with 1.5. Let's see. So it is maximized. Let's go back. First, let's see what is the size of this. We have 50 and 50. Now we'll apply the scaling, or let's apply the scale. Select, and the origin is 0, 0. Let me pick from the mouse and let's change it 1.5. Click OK. Now let's measure what is the change happened. So from 50 to 75 it is scaled up. Now let's see the reverse way, what happens when we scale down. How to scale down, and we have to go with less than 1. So if we want to make 50 to 25, let's see, ratio is 0.5 and the origin is from the center, and click OK. So it is scaled down, and let's see, measure the, so since the previous value is 75, from the 75, half of the 75 is 37.5, that it is scaled down with the 0.5 ratio. This is all about scaling. In this scaling, this is the limitation of scaling. Let's see what is affinity and what is the advantage over scaling and affinity. Let's cancel this and let pull down this scale, and we'll get one more option. It's affinity. This is affinity definition. Here we have origin, plane and axis, and we have the ratio on each direction. So the system gives option to expand or contrast with the given direction. Let's go with, now before this, let make it the unit as readable or make it understandable. Cancel this. This will remove the scaling. Now we have a cuboid with 50 to 50 dimension, and let's try the affinity so we can easily understand what is the changes happening. So origin will go with the center. By default it is taken the axis system. If we want to change, we can change it, and I'll change x direction. I'll make it 1.5. It means I am increasing the value. In y direction I'll make it 0.75. So it means it reduces, and vice versa. We'll keep z as it is. I don't want to do any changes. We can keep, and we can see the result. The result is changed, and this is the advantage of using affinity. The system gives flexibility to add or reduce the length or width of the selected feature. This is all about scaling and affinity, and we have covered all the transformation features. I hope this session gives you the complete clarity of how to use transformation features in CATIA V5. Thank you.